Namaskar, Namaste, Namasta Rahya. Welcome to yoga. Let us all shine bright together. Start off with Rudra Mudra. Bring index and ring finger together. Middle finger, pinky fingers extend straight to activate our solar plexus, our power center, our will center. Turn gaze within, connecting to the breath and the inner space. Activate breath and energy with Bhastrika breath, breath of fire. 36 pumpings of the abdomen, breathing strongly through the nostrils. After the last breath, hold all air out from the lungs and engage Mahabandha, the 3 energy locks. Take a full deep breath in. Hold it out, belly up and in, chin to the chest, tone and lift pelvic floor. One more round. Deep breath in. Sankalpa Mudra, the energy seal of intention. Flip your right hand palm face up, left arm across the chest, clasping hands. Take a moment, dedicate the practice towards your friends, your family, and loved ones. When we dedicate the practice for others, everything becomes more meaningful and goes deeper. Keeping that energy sealed within, hands together in front of the heart. Let's unite our hearts and invoke blessings. 3 Oms, 1 Purna mantra. Take a deep breath in. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The presence of the one divine spirit that dwells within, we bow. Sliding. I'm going to put Adriana here. Cool. Thank you. Arise for this yoga. Come to standing. No, I'm going to move. Yes, you slide up here. You stay right where you are. Actually, slide a little to your left this way. There you go. And then Adriana, you come over here. Got it. Tadasana, getting established. Rooting down through big toe. Lift and spread outer toes. And then draw into the center. Belly in, scoop tailbone. Shoulders up and back. Slide jawbone back. Activate Ujjayi breath. Breathing from the back of the throat with more focus. Deep breath in. Exhale, root down, releasing hands. Inhale, stretch up. So bring the freedom of the day. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Exhale, step back into plank. Hold plank. Spread fingers wide. Index finger leads the way. Lean forward. Power up your hands. Grip or claw the mat strong. And then in slow motion, lower down through chaturanga. Resting hips down. Lift up out of the hips for a high bhujanga. Shoulders up towards the ears. Curl them onto the back body when you reach your peak. And then fire up the backs of the arms. Pulling hands back. Shoulders back. And then lower down. Push back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. First dog. The crystal seed day. Stretch it out. Bend one knee at a time. Lengthen through calf muscles. Deepen the victorious breath. Keeping your legs straight and strong. Bend your elbows out to the side 4 inches. Lift your arms up towards the front of the room and squeeze your shoulder blades on the back. Keep the hips extending to the back of the room. Keep your arms lifting to the front of the room. Oh, yeah. Build more strength in the back body. Fire in your rhomboids. Oh, yeah. You need this one. Oh, and then slowly straighten the arms. Out rotate arms and shoulders, rolling your biceps up towards the ceiling, and then push from the shoulders out through index knuckles, full stretch. Bend knees, gaze up, step or jump, front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow, bend elbows out to the side, squeeze shoulder blades on the back, taking arms to the front of the room, and then squeeze inner thighs together, root down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, pause the chakras, turning gaze back within. Deep breath in. Exhale, root down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump. Take the vinyasa. Exhaling down. Inhale, rise up. Out, rotating arms and shoulders as you curl. Exhale, flow back. Let's do it again. Keeping legs straight and strong. Bend elbows out to the side. Lift your arms up. Shoulders up. Oh, good morning. A few more deep breaths.
A lot of moaning.
Oh, and then slowly straighten arms. Outer rotate arms and shoulders. Full stretch. Rooting down through index knuckles. Rooting energy down the backs of the legs through the feet. And then bend at the end of the exhale. Step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Bend arms to the side. Engage back body. Root down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive forward. Keep it going. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump. Take a vinyasa. Parsva Konasana. Right foot up, back foot flat. Belly in, scoop tailbone, deep and twist and reach. And the outside, you can use the block if you need it. Feel the quality of engagement in your left back body around your left shoulder blade. And then let's fire it up. Bend your elbow up towards the ceiling. Don't touch your head. Keep your hand free. Take the outer edge of your shoulder blade back. Take your elbow further back behind you. Take your wrist further back behind you. And then slowly straighten the arm, keeping arm muscles squeezing in. Shoulder blade pulling down the back as you reach the fingers. Exhale, release, step back, vinyasa. Second side, side angle pose. Foot up. Back foot flat. Inner thighs engaged, squeezing in, and then push leg bones apart as you twist and reach. Feel the quality of engagement in the back body, how you habitually go into the pose. Let's refine the action. Bend your right elbow up. Take the outer edge of your shoulder blade back. Elbow further back. Wrist further back. Holding engagement on the back body. Slowly straighten the arms, squeezing arm muscles in. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Step back. Go through. Bend knees. Gaze up. Step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Squat deep, Utkatasana. Chair pose. Make it fierce. Powering up back of the throat. Strengthening breath. Pulling arms back, shoulders back. Halfway forward, Ardha Utkatasana. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, jump up, jump back, step back. Take a vinyasa. Right leg lifts behind you. Plank pose. Lean forward, push your head up, index knuckles down, lower halfway down, push back strong, right foot up, warrior one pose with your back heel up, right foot can wiggle to the right. If you need more stability, take it overhead. Inhale, draw energy up and in, squeezing legs together. Exhale, push thigh bones apart, hips forward and down, curling deeper in the back body. Keep arm muscles squeezing in, arm bones pulling down the back. Deep breath in, exhale, release, step back. Flow through, take a vinyasa. Left leg lifts. Plank pose. Trianga. Push back strong. Step it up. Virabhadra. Back heel up. Take it overhead. Squeeze arm muscles in. Pull them down the back. Open heart. Open throat. Head back. Breath in. Exhale, release. Step back. Vinyasa. Few deep breaths. Breathing into the back body. Back body represents the universal, the larger flow of energy which guides the opening of the heart space. Bend knees. Gaze up, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Squat deep, Utkatasana. Ardha, halfway. Halfway forward, not twisting. There we go. Keeping your legs bent, lean forward, hands flat to the floor in front of you, and then hop up, spring up towards a handstand, or just hop up, spring back into plank or chaturanga. There you go. Doesn't have to be pretty. Right foot up for your one pose. Right foot to the front of the mat. Clasp hands for Tita Padahasta. Palms face forward. Draw arms in. Slide jawbone back. Take arms all the way back. Lock it out. Full stretch. Pushing from the shoulders out through your hands. Keeping your back thigh lifting. Push through the back heel and then bend your right knee deep. Hips forward and down. You can keep hands clasped. Plank pose. Take a vinyasa or separate hands in a plank, fists or bridge top. Nice. Vanessa did it with a smile. Left foot up. Second side. Tita Hasta. Draw arms in. Palms face forward. Connecting to the back body. Take arms overhead. Lock it out. Push energy out through the hands as you keep arm muscles squeezing in. Arm bones pulling down the back. Heart lifting and extending energy out. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Vinyasa. Palms face down. Clasp or separate hands. Right foot to the front of the mat and pause. Both hands at the top of the thigh. Connect to the breath. It's a galactic activation portal day, a day of enhanced alignment of universal energy, allowing us a greater opportunity to align with the divine and connect to the highest. Drawn with the strength to manifest, squeezing legs together. Take arms to the side, squeezing shoulder blades on the back. Take your arms forward, curling in the upper back. Gaze up, sliding jawbone back, keeping left thigh lifting. When you can't go any further, slowly reach arms all the way straight, full stretch, lock it out, palms in, pinky fingers hook in. And then bend arms, lean forward, arch up, right leg straight. Tilt forward, squeezing left leg in across the midline for a warrior three pose. You can keep your arms bent or reach them straight ahead. Both hands down, standing split. Hands, you can kick towards a handstand. Feel free to use the wall if you're at the periphery. If not, just go for it. Kick up, lowering into chaturanga when you want to bail. Those big toes squeezing in. Head up, and lower to chaturanga. Second side, left foot up and pause. Connecting to the breath, coming back into remembrance of why we do the practice, of who we dedicate our practice for. Bowing to the strength of your heart. Power up the legs. Take arms to the side, squeezing shoulder blades on in the back. Curling an upper back, lifting hard up. Slide jawbone back. And slowly reach arms straight. Lock it out. Full stretch. And then step it up. Warrior 3. Left leg straight. Squeezing shoulder blades on the back body. Keep your heart open. Breath strong and powerful. Both hands down, standing split. Downward facing tree. Plant hands. Root down through index knuckle. Out rotating arms and shoulders. You can kick up, kick back, step back. Right foot to the front of the mat. Side angle pose, round 2. Right foot up, back foot flat. Left arm reaches. Left hand to the hip, out of the heart. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stay with the breath. Ardha Chandra, step it up, half moon pose. We're going further, Ardha Chandra Chapa, reaching for the top foot, knee to the chest. And rolling shoulder back, taking head back. Standing split, or Viprasarita Ekapada. Madhya Mukha Vriksha. Set hands. Out rotate arms and shoulders. In rotate your left leg. Kick up. Midline at the peak. Squeezing inner thighs together, knees together. Second side. Left foot up. Side angle pose. Back foot flat. Step up again. Scoop tailbone. Deep and twist and reach. You're good. You can stay there. We're just getting feet established. Utthita Trikona, triangle. Inner rotate left leg as you squeeze inner thighs together. Outer rotate left leg as you push leg bones apart, taking right arm straight up. Ardha Chandra, step it up, half moon. Going further, Ardha Chandra Chapa. Reaching for the foot. Standing split over Prasarita, Ekapada. Handstand, last one, make it count. rotating right leg. Squeeze in. Take it up. Good kick, good kick.
When you kick, you want your head up right away, or?
No. Head and neck's
After.
relaxed. After your
First.
kicking foot leaves the ground, then your head can push up.
First. So you start like this.
That's right. Looking towards your pretty toes, and then after your toes leave your view, then push your head up. There it is. Exactly. Exactly. Right foot up, bounce out angle. Going for the clasp. Right foot up, right arm under, left arm behind the back. Back up out of Kundinyasana 2, both hands down, back heel up, slide it out to the side, and then take it up. Nice action, Vanessa. She's like a different person. Man, who is that student?
What she do?
She kept her elbows wide. Her shoulders are up high, level.
Yeah,
Man.
smiling.
Second side, left foot up. Going for the clasp. Om Shri Kundinya. Take it up. Take your time. Back heel up. Left foot slides out to the side. Keep right shoulder lifting, aligned with top of the elbow. In rotating left leg. Take it all the way up. Legs wide. Left foot up. Prasarita Prattanasana, C position. Legs wide, bend your knees. Clasp hands behind your lower back. Fire your inner thighs. Rhomboids, squeeze legs together, shoulder blades together. Tatiana, you can have your feet facing forward. Toes in, heels out. Slowly straighten legs, straighten arms. Take it overhead. Lift leg muscles up, back muscles up. Taking wrists towards the floor. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, pushing head up. Hook both big toes with the first two fingers. Bend elbows up. Squeeze shoulder blades on the back. Pull forehead to the floor. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Engage our rhomboid muscles. The only muscle group that separates us from gorillas and primates, which allows us to become human. And when we engage our muscles, we open the heart, allowing us to become spiritual. Hands under shoulders, inhale, lengthen one more time. And then go as wide as you can, deep as you can, coming on the forehead, forearms, chin, or the chest. Heel toe in, Bakasana. Hands wide, knees wide, lean forward. Hold it 5 or 10 breaths, and then you can transition into Shirshasana 2 or Vinyasa. And then when you're ready, rest in Child's Pose. a little close. I'm here just in case. After you've been in child's pose for 30 seconds or so, you can transition into puppy pose. Knees wide. Reaching arms straight ahead, palms up. Slide forward a couple more inches, April. I was going to tell you, I think for the mala holder, I need bigger stones. Because the mala slips over the other one. When I put the two you gave me together, that worked a little better. All right, let's go to the wall. Get upside down. Or no, we're not getting upside down. We're staying right side up. Oh. Yeah, you can go there. No, go there. That's better. But it's going to be good. Slide all the way over so we can max out this wall. Like slide to this corner. Like this way. And then I'll bring you a blanket. And you'll place your blanket, if you want to pad your knee, on the back corner of the mat. On the right side, and we'll do, actually, let's do left foot up first, or right foot up first. Place the blanket on the back left-hand corner of the mat. Welcome. Yep. Oh. Left hand side. All right foot's up into a lunge. And then you're going to step your left foot onto the wall. Let me do it with you. You're going to right foot up like this, and then you're going to step your left foot to the wall, and then slowly lower your knee down as far as you can into the corner of the wall on the floor. If you're flexible, Daniela, have your feet flexed just like that. If you're tighter, you can have your foot pointed, unless you just had your nails done and you want to save your pedicure, in which case, keep your feet flexed. With both hands to the forward knee, work on pushing the floor away and push your hips back towards the wall. So you want to have your foot a little bit wider than your hip so that you feel your right quadriceps become super present.
The toes should be curled on there?
If you're flexible, yes. And if the hips reach the wall, then they should be flexed. Yeah. If your hips are further away, then you can point and work on pushing the hips further back. Now, with one hand to the hip, one hand on the forward knee. Pull back on the forward knee. Hips move forward and down towards the floor. Take your head back towards the wall and curl like in a back bend. You can have hand on the hip and the knee for support, or if you have balance, reach overhead and you can push. Okay, Adriana. Take your hands to the wall and you can push the wall away. Try and straighten the arms and push your hips towards the floor. And then walk your hands a little bit further down, attempting to rest your head on your foot or maybe grab your foot. Nice. And then rest down onto your forearms. Come onto the forearms. Forearms to the floor or onto a block if you're in deep. Take your right arm or underneath the leg of the forward leg and work on pulling your head underneath the foot for Ekapada Shirshasana. 1 foot underneath the headstand. If you can get, that's right. If you can get your head underneath your head, you clasp hands around your ankle and your head like Shirshasana 1, and then you slide your foot that's on the wall up the wall. So these hands would clasp around like this. And then you would try and come onto the top of the head, and then eventually this foot pushes into the wall and this knee would lift. doing it mentally is just as powerful as doing it physically. All right, slowly back up. And switch. Wow. You can slide your blanket to the opposite side. Get the knee back as far as you can into the corner. Push the floor away. Hips back. Curl, one hand to the hip, one hand to the knee. Pull back with the hands. Hips move forward and down. Head back towards the wall. Hands to the wall. If you're in deep, pushing the wall away, pushing hips forward and down. And very nice. And then when you're ready, come onto forearms. Try and trap the head if you're in deep, pulling your head in. And then slowly release, get out of there, slide your blanket off to the side and lay on your belly with both knees into the corners against the wall and the floor. That's it, blankets off to the side, both knees to the wall, laying on the belly. Take your knees wider than the hips and then bring your big toes together. Pushing your toes into the wall. Have your feet more pointed so the tops of the big toe can push in. There you go. And then bring them close like that. Feet are pointed on this one. So your big toes can come together, and then you can flex your toes, pushing your pinky toes back into the wall. Bring your hands beside the chest for Raja, Kapotasana. Shoulders towards the ears, side body's long, and then lift all the way up. Out, rotate arms and shoulders, rolling your biceps forward. Take your head all the way back, crank it back. And then lower down, stack your fists, Apanavasana, resting chin on the stacked fists. And do one more. Okay, next one. Elevate your wrists and fists, ridge top or fingertip position. Hands underneath the elbows, shoulders towards ears. When you elevate the wrists, you're going to be able to create more length in your side bodies, creating space between the rib cage and your vertebrae. Lift all the way up, shoulders all the way up towards the ears. Let your hips lift, and then outer rotate arms and shoulders. Crank your head back, and then let your hips move towards the floor. You take your head back. Angle your shoulders back. And then rest down, stack fists, chin on fists. Okay, bonus round. Skanda Birandasana at the wall. You can watch for entertainment, inspiration, or take it as far as you can. I don't think you need a strap on this one. You're going to slide forward a few inches, like 8 or 10 inches. So you're in chaturanga. Right there is good. Now lay flat and bring your hands back beside the elbows. So let me use you for a demo person, Adriana. You're going to lift your feet up a little bit higher up the wall. Stay right there. And now lift your hips up. Just watch for a second. Keep your chest down. Lift your hips up. There you go. Now walk your feet up higher. And keep your chest down like you're in chaturanga and chin down. There you go, there you go. Now walk your hands back. Every time you go up a little bit, you're going to slide in a little bit. The shoulders are going to want to drop down. So every time you move back, lift your shoulders up to engage shoulder loop, and then walk your feet up higher. Push down through the hands, slide your chest in, and you're going to keep going all the way until your thighs are flush against the wall, your hips are against the wall.
Chin's down.
Yeah, your chin's down. But each time you lift, you can lift it up a little bit higher, and then go again. There you go. That's it. Keep scooping tailbone to protect your lower back, pushing feet into the wall. That's it. All the way up, as high as you can. If it doesn't feel good, all you have to do is just slide forward to escape. When your thighs reach the wall, reach your arms straight ahead like in puppy pose with your palms face up. And then you can bend one leg and bend one arm and reach for the foot, and then the other one. Wow, so close. Eduardo, you can bend if you want.
Okay, I'm like this.
Escape. Slide forward, slide forward. Oh. You're good. Now get out there. Hands back, and then lift your chest and slide all the way forward. Pigeon pose. Bring your right knee forward. Left leg slides in. You can work another back bend or go ahead and fold forward for the hip opener. Ready, release, take your hands forward, bend your elbows up, squeeze shoulder blades on the back, hold it there. Optional vinyasa, or just step back and switch legs. Play your edge, working on a quad stretch, mermaid, king pigeon, or take it forward. And when you're ready, release. It's so funny, your shirt. Oh my God, it's the game of snakes and arrows. And it says same game, different levels. So that was the original Chutes and Ladders. So there's this game from India that's over 2,000 years old. And it's called the game of Leela, which is the game of the divine play. And you play it, but it's also called, nowadays, they call it the yoga of snakes and arrows or serpents and arrows or something if you were to go on Amazon and order it. Take a vinyasa. But it's a super cool game because the arrows are like they're like your merits that you gain through the practice. So the arrows will send you up through higher levels of the chakras. And then the serpents are your karma, which bring you down to lower states of awareness. And so the game is like you roll the dice, and like it's like a game of chance of Leela. And then each square you land on has like a different like spiritual meaning that you can read about and see if it applies to your life, or you just go, yeah. The yoga of snakes and arrows, I think, or serpents and arrows. It's one of those, snakes or serpents. But it's exactly the same design as that shirt of an arrow, and except the arrow would be going up and the snake would be going down. But it's the exact same thing, pretty much. Yeah. Oh, the rock. How about that? Ardha Matsyendrasana, half fish pose.
Are we staying like this?
Yes, you're saying like this because we're preparing for the future. Hold your left leg in, right leg over. Left hand behind. Right hand behind the back. Thank you. Face facing a different direction. Take left arm across. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale and twist. Switch sides. I'll bring it over when Nurse is in town. We'll play it at your house when we make pizza.
That sounds really fun.
Adult games. Inhale, untwist, open up wide, Upavishta Konasana. You can face either direction. Either way, that works. That works too. No, you can change it up. There you go. You need the space. Lift up, go wide, and then clear your sitting bones. Clear hamstrings. Pull toes back. Squeeze leg muscles in. Arch up and fold forward. Yes, The Yoga of Snakes and Arrows by Harish Johari. So this guy found the game in his parents' attic, or his grandparents' attic. You can twist over the right leg in India. And the game he found was over 1,000 years old, and it was only in bits and pieces. And so he didn't have the full game. And he was searching all over, all the antique stores, everywhere, trying to find another version or another board game. And finally, one day, after he was like an established author and teacher and all this stuff, he came across some store in India and he found an older version of the game, back up. And from that, he was able to put the two together and recreate the game. And then he overlaid it with a bunch more philosophy. So the game by itself didn't have a book with it, but if you get the game now, it actually is just like a paperback book, and you can just read it by itself and learn yoga philosophy. And then it's got a fold-out like paper game board that you would then get your own die and your own little pieces, and then you could play with. Or you can go on eBay and find an older version from 20 years ago. Back up, and then you get the full game board and everything. Pulled all the way forward. One more time.
Good thing to do during a pandemic.
That's right.
Right? Sitting around the house.
Back up. Bend your knees up, double arm hero pose, Dvibu Javira. Flip hands, palms face out. Hook one elbow in, hook the other elbow in. Release jaw, roof of the mouth. Slowly squeeze in. Release hands, arch up. Right back. Navasana, arch up. Ardha, halfway. Back up. Back down. Back up, last one. Back down, last one. Rest. Setu Bandha, Sharvanga. Feet underneath the knees, lift your hips up. Go for the clasp. And rest down. Urdhva Dhanur Asana. This time we're going to make use of the wall. You're going to take your hands back into the corner, the wall and the floor, as far as you can get it. You're going to go all the way up into Urdhva Dhanurasana and then bend your elbows out to the side, walk your feet in, and try and take your chest to the wall with your arms bent. If your chest reaches the wall, then slowly straighten the arms all the way, keeping your chest against the wall. That's it. Lift your heels, walk it in, then elbows out to the side, and then push off the feet, chest to the wall. Okay, Danielle, we need to give you some spacers. You can rest down. Now do it again with your hands further away, like this. You go 2 inches, and then you can turn them down to 4 inches, and then try and do the same thing.
So my hands don't.
So this is what, remember I told you last week we were going to do this? You have to do this first before you start jumping for Viparita Chakrasana, for TikToks. You have to be able to get you see, no, hands in front of the blocks. So you have you place blocks in front of the hands as spacers, and then you try and do the same thing, and you have to have your arms straight and your chest to the wall before you can know that you're ready to jump over through handstand and jump back over. So Danielle, you are good to jump. You have got flight approval.
So the hands are farther away. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, but I don't think your chest was to the wall with your arms straight. She wants to skip it. Can't skip levels. Huh? No. Don't. No, we're not. Actually, that's a good idea. We will do that. Now you got to get your chest to the wall. Bend the elbows. How? Oh my God! Look at all that space. Look at all that space. Yeah, you're close. Okay, you're gonna be the demo girl for the next one. Yeah, don't worry. It's safe. Yeah, that might be limiting for you.
Hand doesn't even bend.
There you go. Okay, round 3 is optional from the floor or from standing. If you want to play around, you can practice getting the sensation of going over from back bend through handstand. Now turn around and place your feet up against the wall. Adriana.
This is that good trick.
Yeah, that good trick. Now go into Urdhva. No, with your feet on the floor first. There you go. There you go. So you go all the way up, and now step your feet up the wall, just like in handstand. Oh, are they? You got it? Now feet up the wall. There you go. And then you just kick, and then you flip over. It's easy. Yeah, you don't even really need a spot. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. That's right. One more from the floor. Going up and over. That's it. Go for Eduardo. That's it. And kick one leg away. Vanessa, you're a little far from the wall. You got to come back down.
Okay.
You know, come do it again with your hands in closer to the wall.
Okay.
I think you want to start with your feet on the floor, though. Start with your feet on the floor.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I need to have my feet on the floor.
You need a spot? Now go for it, Vanessa. You're good. You're good, Karina.
Okay.
You need a spot?
No, I just fell on my face because I slipped.
Oh.
I wanted to do it.
Now, kick this leg away. Kick. Shoulder stand. Shoulder stand. That's right. Unless you want to do your drop X. Pop the heels. There you go. That's it. Great.
Jump like a crazy person.
Oh, you're ready. You're almost there. But don't jump into the wall. You gotta turn around. You're gonna go over so easily. You gotta practice, I'm telling you, with the spacers against the wall and work on getting that upper back and your chest open, and then you're gonna flip over 30 times. No problem in 10 minutes. It's overhead, flat pose. Ear pressure pose, bend knees over ears. Slowly unroll. Fish pose, Matsyasana. Arching. Hold the arch, pushing head back into the floor. Spine off the mat. Hold it there or lift your legs up, arms up, Utthanapada. Supta Padangusthasana. Left leg down, right leg up, clasping behind the hamstrings. Resist first. Kicking leg away, trying to break the clasp of the hands. Slowly bring it closer. Take it to the right. Twist. Back up, switch legs. Clasp, resist. Arching. Slowly bring it closer, keeping the legs straight and strong. Top of the thigh resisting with 10% of your strength. Take it to the left. Take it up and over into the twist. Back up, happy baby pose. Arms over legs, feet to the head or behind the head. When you're ready, you can twist to the right, both knees across. The opposite side. Shavasana. Roll around however you need to. When you're ready, step off and find a little relaxation. Stretch out with the breath, making subtle movements. To the right, pointing head on the arm bone. Slowly twist up. One last Om. And universal prayer. Deep breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. What's up now? Enjoy the lovely weather. One out of